what if I told you that Joe Mazzulla just got the missing piece to the Celtics puzzle? This man is a 3-time NBA champion and won his last title with the Celtics as a player. After a 19-year career, he retired and went into coaching, where he has been credited by players such as John Wall and Joel Embiid to help their development, just to name a few players. This could be the hiring that finally puts them over the edge and gets the Celtics that coveted championship and could start the dynasty that they've been looking for with the young players such as Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I want to talk about the Celtics' recent hiring that might just win them a championship. Last season, as we all know, the Celtics lost in the Eastern Conference Finals against the 8th-seeded Heat, who would go on to lose against the Nuggets in the finals, but the Celtics did fight their way back, making it to Game 7, even though they were down 3-0 to start that series. But there were some key moments throughout these whole playoffs that we could see Joe Mazzulla's inexperience, as he's still a young coach in his first year with the Celtics. So, in this offseason, he already had a huge hiring that went a little bit under the radar in Sam Cassell. Sam Cassell has been the assistant coach under Doc Rivers in both Los Angeles and Philadelphia while he was the head coach. Cassell was brought in both tenures as an assistant coach and has been credited, like I said earlier, helping huge players develop their game. When he was in Philadelphia, Joel Embiid, James Harden, Tyrese Maxey all have said great things about him. And if you're the Celtics, you're a Celtics fan, you want to hear that, because players like that who have been able to develop even when their game was already strong, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown will be able to learn a lot from Sam Cassell, as he had a very long career in the NBA and a very long coaching career, so he knows a few things, and this will be a great hiring for the Celtics. The main thing that Sam Cassell will bring to these young Celtics as a young team and the youngest head coach in the NBA is experience. Like I said, he's been an assistant coach since 2009. And at this point, he's been interviewed for head coaching positions, but taking this assistant coach position under Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics, he will bring that experience, and he knows what it takes to win. He won a championship with the Celtics in 2008 on that super team, and that will translate to these young players, as they'll probably be able to learn something. He worked with Tyrese Maxey, he worked with John Wall when he was young in his career, and those are just some great guards that we've seen. He's also been able to work with Joel Embiid that we saw, and there's been a lot of players too. You can go through the list of pretty much any player that he has worked with on any of the teams, and I have never heard a bad thing about Sam Cassell as an assistant coach. He will help bring these young players together, which is the biggest thing, and he can also help work on thetheir shots too. He's been known as the shot doctor. He has helped players kind of be able to fix their jump shot or just get better looks, especially on the court. A guy who's played that long in the NBA and has won a championship and has pretty much been in the NBA bubble since then, 19 years as a player, and has been coaching since 2009. That's over 30 years of experience in the game, almost 40 years up to this point. So he's definitely going to bring something big to this team under Joe Mazzulla. And if I'm a Celtics fan, I'm very excited about this hiring. I wanted to talk about this because it went a little bit under the radar, but Sam Cassell, especially under Joe Mazzulla, will help this team tremendously behind the scenes. We'll see some players talk about him. Like I said earlier, I've never heard anything bad about him, but there's players that always talk about how great he's helped their game. So we'll hear a lot of things about that, especially in the offseason. But overall, Joe Mazzulla made the best hiring that he could at this point with an assistant coach, which will help this team maybe win a championship next season.